Good morning and good afternoon everyone, and welcome to this short video about computing in Belfast at Ulster University. My name is Chris Nugent and I'm the Head of School of Computing at Ulster University on the Belfast campus. I'm going to take you through an overview of our school at the university, the courses that we deliver, and also some of the activities that the school is involved with. What I hope to cover in this presentation is to give you a brief introduction into computing as a discipline, and then start to talk about our school at Ulster University and consider why it would be interesting for you to study computing at Ulster, talk a little bit about the way that you learn at Ulster University, how you'll be taught, what do we put in place to support you during your studies, and at the very end we'll take some time and browse through the main courses that we deliver within our school. So you might be at that point in your studies where you're starting to think, which discipline or which course would you like to study if you went to university? So just to answer the question, what is computing? Well, really computing covers quite a broad range of subjects. In computing we consider the scientific, the mathematical and the engineering principles that will underlie every computing system. And in addition, we would consider that anybody who would study computing would have a natural curiosity about how things work, would have good problem solving skills, and will be able to work logically through various challenges. And the topics that we would address can be categorized broadly into two areas, one from the concept or the theoretical perspective, and one from the approaches or the practical implementation. So we cover the theory of how to design and how to produce algorithms and how to process data, in addition to the creativity and the collaboration and how we can deliver working computing systems. I think we all appreciate how much computing is having an impact on our lives and society, and really we're seeing computing applied in a wide range of application domains. So from the management of healthcare in hospitals and GP surgeries, management and prediction of energy usage, financial predictions on the stock market, communications, IT systems that help us manage and buy our tickets for transport, entertainment and games, e-commerce, and really a huge range of areas that we can see the solutions and the skills from those involved in computing being used. And this is really interesting for us because it gives an opportunity to not only specialise in a technical subject, but also to have the opportunity to move into an application area that we may be specifically interested in, whether that's in healthcare or property and construction or e-commerce. In terms of the actual jobs that you could do after you complete your studies in computing, they're indeed very wide-ranging. And I just highlight on the slide here the opportunity to become a programmer, and I think that's a very good and a very interesting role post your studies. But you can see the list on the slide it's actually much more than just the role of a programmer. And it's really important to think that in addition to taking that development role, there are also opportunities to become involved in database design and security, to work in human-computer action, to work in AI, to work in data processing. So a really broad range of jobs that are available. And I think, again, that's another advantage of the discipline of computing, that it opens the doors to a number of different areas and a number of different career opportunities for you. At the School of Computing, we offer 4 undergraduate full-time courses in computing science, software engineering, computing technologies, and interactive computing. And we also offer 1 part-time course in computing systems. All of our courses are accredited by the British Computing Society. There are a number of factors that we consider sets our courses apart from others. I think primarily we have just moved to a brand new campus in the middle of Belfast city centre, which has been really exciting for us as a university. For our school in computing, this has provided us with brand new teaching resources and also brand new computing labs, which is a fantastic resource for us as a school and for anybody studying with us in the school. The second point, we have very strong industry links, and I'll come back to this later on in the presentation. So we work very closely with the local industry within Belfast to try and understand what are the skills that industry requires from graduates in the discipline of computing, and this really helps to ensure that all of our students are as best equipped as possible to secure employment once they finish with us at university. And the final point, and again I'll come back to this later in the presentation, we do put a lot of effort to support all of our students in their journey, in their academic journey in the school, and provide elements of pastoral support outside of the conventional classroom teaching. So just looking at the 4 full-time undergraduate courses that we have on the slide here, I have computing science and software engineering. Computing science provides really a broad-based view of the discipline of computing. Software engineering is a pathway, a more specific pathway through the computing science course, and really focuses on the theory and the principle of programming and software development. Our other 2 full-time undergraduate courses within the school are computing technologies and interactive computing. Interactive computing focuses on the development of highly interactive systems and really considers the user experience in that process. With computing technologies, we focus more on the design, development and testing of computing systems within organisations. Our undergraduate courses are designed to run over a period of 4 years. All of our courses in first year share a common set of modules and really consider the fundamentals of computing, programming and professional issues. In the second year of our courses, we look more specific to the discipline that those courses are delivering and focus on the advanced natures of computing and advanced elements of software development. In the third year of study, our students on our courses have the option to either engage in industrial placement or have the opportunity to enrol on a study abroad scheme. And in the final year, we focus more on the specific areas of each of the courses. We have a wide range of optional modules, and also a large component of the final year of the course involves the production of a dissertation and really the opportunity to specialise within a specific area of study. We have in the past offered an integration foundation year as like a year naught, and completion of our undergraduate courses provides the opportunity to move on to one of our advanced master's courses in the areas of artificial intelligence, computer science or the Internet of Things, and also to consider or to move on to some postgraduate studies or to undertake a PhD within the school. To be taught within the school, I'd already mentioned we do offer a common year 1. Now what this generally involves on a day-by-day or week-by-week basis in the semester, which runs roughly from September to December and then again from the end of January for another 3 months, the full-time courses will provide 3 modules per semester. And each module has around 5 to 6 hours of contact time, with a requirement across all of the modules of a further 15 hours of personal study. We do rely heavily on our virtual learning environment, and that's an online platform to make all of the content available for all of our modules. And the large majority of our assessment now across all of our courses is coursework based rather than examination based, and that really suits the discipline of computing very well. And we have a continual assessment process in a number of our modules. There's an opportunity to work in isolation and also to become or to work as part of a team, and this provides the opportunity to really prepare to what that real work environment in the computing sector is like, where it requires both work on your own and also work as part of a larger team. Now we do also have a part-time offering BSc Honours Computer Systems in our school. This is a 3 semesters model. In semesters 1 and 2 it operates on 1 day a week. So on Mondays we run courses in the afternoon and the evening, and in semester 3 we offer block training over a period of 68 weeks for further module delivery. The course is operated by a variable rate progression model, which really empowers anybody who's involved on the course to select the pathway or a personal pathway that they wish to take. So this allows the speed of the course to be increased or decreased, and also to select the specific modules on a semester by semester basis. So this gives an opportunity to speed up the amount of modules that are taken to allow the degree to be completed in either 3 years, or to run at a slower pace and complete it within 6 years. In terms of how we offer support outside of the studies, this is something that we focus on a lot, and we put really front and centre in our school. Every student in our school has a dedicated studies advisor. Every course in our school has a course director, and we've also introduced in the last 2 years year tutors for all of our courses. So this provides a studies advisor, a year's tutor, and also a course director who can provide support, provide any guidance at any point in time throughout your studies, to answer questions that are related to the pastoral elements of your experience at university, or also some of your academic experience. We provide a technical drop-in centre that is manned by academic staff within our school. So if you have any queries about an assignment, your dissertation, anything that's being taught in class, you have the opportunity to just drop in at any time that suits to talk and try and get some advice to allow you to complete your work, or to go through any queries that you may have. And we also work with other departments within the university, for example, the University Student Wellbeing Services, to provide guidance and to provide other interactions and links to the departments that you may need whilst you're with us at Ulster University. In terms of our industrial engagement, we have established a computing employer advisory board. This has just under 40 members that we have worked with, or we have been working with for a number of years. We meet 3 or 4 times a year, and the advisory board provide comment on the activities that we're engaged in. They provide comment on the subjects that we deliver, and they also provide feedback to us on how the sector is changing, and the types of subjects that we need to include into our curriculum to ensure that our graduates are ready for employment, and indeed we make them as employable as possible. And this has been a really excellent addition for us in the school, and we really value the guidance and the feedback that we have from our advisory board to allow us to improve the delivery and the content and structure of our courses. Throughout your time in the school, there would be a number of opportunities to have further contact with the computing and industry sector in Northern Ireland. We offer weekly tech talks where industry come along and talk about a new technology or a new topic that they are engaged in. As I've mentioned, there is the industrial placement in year 3. There are a number of scholarships that are available, internships that are available during the summer and, for example, Easter holidays. Companies are providing sponsorship of individual modules, and we have a number of quite substantial research partnerships with BT, PwC, Dell, Kainos, which really extend beyond the classroom teaching activities that we would also be engaged in. And we have launched just last year a widen access program to provide industrial mentorship to a number of our first and second year students within the school. Our computing society, our student computing society, linked with the School of Computing, is really growing from strength to strength. This is a society that maybe 2 or 3 years ago only had a small number of members. You can see just in the top right of the slide the formal in March 2022, which was just coming out the other side of the major lockdown in COVID. I think at that time they had close to 150 students who attended. In 2022, the society won the award for the most improved society at Ulster University, and really embraced the opportunity to use online and digital tools to keep the society going and to grow the society even during lockdown, with activities such as hackathons and pub quizzes and table quizzes and all fun type activities. So there's a number of key members within the society that have really helped to develop it and grow it over the years, and we expect that will just continue now that it has a strong base to support all of the activities. So our new campus, as I'd mentioned, is based in the Belfast city centre. So previously we were based in Jordanstown. It has modern state-of-the-art facilities, and we expect to host in the region of 15,000 staff and students. So an excellent opportunity, very exciting for the university to now have made that move from Jordanstown to Belfast. So what I have included here are 3 or 4 slides about the full-time undergraduate courses that I had mentioned in the presentation. So I won't talk through them in detail, but you can pause the video to just look at the details and find out some further information about our courses. So here we have our BSc Computing Science course, and our BSc Computing Technologies course, and our BSc Interactive Computing course, and our BN Software Engineering course. So you can look back through those details just to find out more information about the individual topics that are covered or offered on each of those 4 full-time undergraduate courses. Just a little bit of a disclaimer that our courses do change and are reviewed on a yearly basis. What are shown on the slides are the current provision, but they may change a little bit, or the ordering of the delivery of the modules may change a little bit. So please do reach out and contact the course team for the most up-to-date module list if you're interested in any further details. So that's everything that I wanted to say. Thanks very much for taking the time out to watch this video. If you do need some further information, you can look on our website at ulster.ac.uk or contact us at study@ulster.ac.uk. And for your application, you can process this through ucas.com. So thanks again for taking the time to listen to Computing at Belfast. If you have any questions, or if you want to follow up on anything at all, my name is Chris Nugent. Feel free to reach out, send me an email, and we can arrange to have a chat or go through any questions or queries that you may have. So once again, thanks for taking the time, and hopefully I'll see you soon on the new Belfast campus in Ulster University. Thanks. Stay safe. Bye.